You could take that as the Hindu symbol for good fortune. That's what it really
Isn't
was.
it the opposite way, though? Isn't the swastika going the wrong way?
The swastika's on its edge, and I think the Hindu one is flat.
Okay.
Yeah,
because is it going in the same direction? Because there's different ones.
I think they might be going separate directions. It's just very funny because my girlfriend's Hindu and just walking around her house and there's just like swastikas everywhere.
That guy ruined that design. That design had been around forever.
It's like a blessing thing. There's a lot of like, you'll see a lot of, this happened in Derek's apartment complex. He was like, yo, this is crazy. And it was a giant swastika on the hood of the car, but it was a Hindu swastika. And that's like one of the things they do to bless
their automobile,
like something new.
Maybe ghost stripes.
Yeah,
don't have it too fucking obvious. Because no one's gonna Google that.
No, everyone's
gonna just think you're a Nazi.
Yeah, I mean,
look at this fucking Hindu Nazi. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's been co-opted.
It's like Clayton Bigsby, the black white supremacist. You're a Hindu Nazi.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
But you if there's someone from India, they might not know like the implications of that. I'll never forget in 10th grade, we were doing like a World War II history unit, and my teacher was like, "You guys think, oh, Hitler and all this stuff. This is all like common knowledge. But look at check this out. We had a girl from India in our class, like born and raised, and just moved in. She was like, "Do you know anything about Hitler and the Nazis?" And she was like, "No idea."
Whoa.
They never really taught that to them over there.
Whoa.
Right? It was just right, because you would think that, oh, hey, this is like. And, this is like common knowledge for everyone, but it's like if you don't know, if you grow up in a culture that doesn't really teach you that, it's like you're not going to know.
Oh, my God. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. They didn't teach them about Hitler?
At least that girl, and that wherever she was from. I don't want to put that on all of India. It's a big place.
That seems insane.
Right? It seems insane, but it's like if it's not if it doesn't really affect your life in that major way, like I can see how you would never get there.
How would it not affect your life if there was a world war going on and people were dropping bombs in Japan that obliterated a city?
Yeah, and it's
how do you not know about that?
Well, you're too busy trying to fight the British in your backyard.
Right, but how do you not know about nuclear bombs?
I mean, they definitely know about nuclear bombs because India and Pakistan definitely have them.
Right. But how do you not know that the United States detonated them on Japan in World War II?
Yeah. It's easy. It's crazy to see what people can actually miss when it's like not put it in front of them.
God.
Yeah, it was eye-opening to me. So it's like, oh, okay. So I would venture to guess that person who did that in their apartment complex is from India.
Yeah.
For sure. And just has no idea, like, oh, this is like a thing. This is like a big deal, especially on a college campus.
Oh, my God.
In the middle of Texas. It's like a thing.
Yeah, you're going to get... there's no explaining your way out of that.
No. You don't get...
It's like if you like the Hitler mustache.
Right.
You can't wear that mustache.
There's no benefit of the doubt there. You don't get that, like, right away.
Isn't it wild? That guy killed that mustache forever.
Yeah, he really did.
It's over.
It's not a great mustache, so
it's a weird look. Michael Jordan tried to bring it back.
Yeah. Yeah. Two goats.
Yeah. But even Jordan couldn't pull it. I was like, nah, I got to get rid of this Hitler.
No, it's just, there's probably, at a certain point, we'll be far enough away that you can do that. Like, we forget everything eventually, right? That's what time does.
Like, you can wear a Viking beard now, and it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can have like beads in it and shit. And nobody goes, what the fuck is wrong with you? All those people did was rape and pillage. All he did was murder folks. They'd go into a town and light everyone on fire.
Right.
That's the beard.
Right.
They wore that beard.
So, that is funny. The idea of like maybe 400 or 500 years from now, there's going to be a football team called like the Minnesota Rikes or whatever. like a Minnesota Nazis.
Yeah. Wow. Well, the Mongols. I mean, people dress up as Genghis Khan for Halloween. They don't think anything of it.
Yeah, and that guy killed the most people.
The most people ever.
Well, did he kill more than Mao?
He killed somewhere between 50 and 70 million people during his lifetime.
Okay.
So much that it changed the carbon footprint of Earth. So if they do core samples and they go during the time of the life of Genghis Khan, you will find less carbon on Earth. He killed 10% of the world's population.
Wild.
Dude, they killed an entire city in Jin, China, and stacked the bones so high that the Khwar of Khwarizma, the Shah of Khwarizma, when they sent an emissary to go to visit Jin, China, they thought it was a snow-capped mountain. And as they got closer, they had abandoned the roads because there were so many bodies rotting in the roads that their wheels were getting stuck in the mud of decaying bodies. And then when they finally got to the city, they realized that thing that they thought was a snow-capped mountain was a pile of bones.
They were
in the middle of the city. They killed 1 million plus people. They killed everyone in the city.
Yeah, they did some wild shit.
Wild shit.
Yeah, I didn't they make like all the men at one city just watch as they murdered all the women and children?
They did all kinds of stuff.
They did some wild.
They lit people on fire and used them as catapults to land on people's roofs.
That's pretty wild.
Because people are fat and they cook real good. If you light them on fire, cover them with kerosene, and launch them through the air, they would land on rooftops and just light the houses on fire.
Jesus.
Bro,
Dude.
Bro, they would take people like generals and kings and put them under like a floor. So they would tie them down, and then they would put the floor on top of them, and then they'd put a table on top of the floor, and then they would all get on top of that table and eat dinner while these people were slowly getting crushed to death.
Damn, dude.
People screaming in agony, and they're just eating.
Damn.
They would eat each other. They would if they were starving, there's reports that they would choose one guy and they would kill him and cook him.
Damn, dude, ancient warfare is
brutal. They lived off of milk and blood from their horses. So they'd take the milk from their horses and they would cut their jugular and take some of the blood and pour it in with the milk, and they would use that to stay alive.
God damn.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, imagine fighting someone and doing that.
They didn't change their clothes. They literally let them rot off their body. They never showered. So they stunk. They literally had rotting like animal skins, oftentimes rat skins. Like their entire garment would be made out of rats that they skinned and sewed together. And it would be rotting off their body.
So far, like, since we're so far away, all this sounds like really badass.
It sounds badass.
All this sounds
right.
like at the time that sounds absolutely horrifying, and like having to face that army sounds insane. But so far away, it's like, damn, that's pretty
Isn't
metal.
It crazy that over time atrocities like that become fascinating instead of like what's going on right now in Israel and Palestine, which is like too close to us.
Right.
It's
what's happening
now. That
now.
was a normal Sunday for the Mongols.
Right.
Oh, well, you stormed a rave and killed 200 people.
I was gonna say, the sort of benefit of having all these cameras and having all this information is that it is less brutal than that.
Yeah,
it is less brutal than that. So if you were to talk about like the hospital bombing, well, maybe if it's just a war of information and it hit a parking lot, well, 500 people aren't dead. It's just a hypothetical 500 people that are dead.